Day, new job, here we go. Today we're gonna be leak searching. One of these 34.5 cables is leaking quite a bit of gas, and we are gonna be determined to find out where the leak is at and try to fix it. All right, stand by. All right, so we're gonna be going down there checking to see if there's any leaks down there. Stand by. So we're down there checking for leaks, nitrogen loss, and looks like we got a little bit of holes right there. So let's see what we got. Sometimes they leak right around the edges right there. So what we got going?
You call for the Hudson sprayer, right?
Yeah, Hudson sprayer. And here's some of these. Yeah, don't waste your time with them. All right. Here's an oldie. Mr. Bud Graham was here, and myself at the time. So it shows that we have a leak here, and probably leaking one of these horns here too. So we're gonna spray everything down with the Hudson sprayer, and we'll see some bubbles coming up somewhere. Alrighty, stand by. So here we are giving everything a bath. And then we'll check for bubbles and stuff, so. It eliminates from the little tiny spray bottles that we use. And we're concentrating on some of the leaks. So he's gonna come this way. Come in the back over here. Sometimes it leaks on the back bolts too. You'll be amazed where some of these leaks come. So far so good. We have a patch right here, if you can see that right there. It all looks like gum. Gum is good for 30 years, so we're good right there still. Not. All right, stand by. So what we're gonna attempt to do is gonna be draining the sleeve. What that means is he loosens it up, and if it's full of oil, the oil will come out. But it sounds like it's awesome, great news. And it sounds like nothing but gas coming through there. So the gas is migrating through the joint. Since RSP's back that way, and she's coming this way through here and keep going. And here's another means of feeding some nitrogen. Now it takes off down to the other hole that we're gonna be going into eventually right now. Alrighty, on to the next one. No leaks found. Everything's looking good.
Do we have any copper gaskets?
This looks a little jacked, but it's
copper
sealed.
gaskets?
Alright. So we're attempting to change it out, the boss nut on the top. Sometimes they have a rubber piece, and we'll replace it with these now. Alright, stand by. So what we just did is put another one together, and this is what it looks like. And we're replacing the rubber pieces that are usually in here, but because the rubber piece used to block all the holes. So I just made it up, a little bit of silicone to hold the new O-ring in there. He's gonna take it off, and he's gonna replace it with this one that's ready to go. And it just covered it up. This one's not bad looking, but as you can see, the brass O-ring is pretty flat, so it's kind of worn out. So let's just replace it with that other one. And that's it. Pressure is still on. The cable is energized still. So those are the things we can do right now. So she's still leaking, so we're gonna put some Teflon tape around the bottom of it so we can try to get it to seal even better. All right, stand by. So what we're gonna do is get the toothbrush and take some of this grime off. Hopefully that'll also keep it from leaking through the threads. All right, stand by. Sometimes a little brushing of the teeth works, and it should be a lot better. Right. We're going to put Teflon, but we're going to try it without it. And it might have been just the grime that's in there. Hopefully she's not leaking. All right. Little spray. Doesn't look like she's
looking good.
There it is. Okay, no leaks. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, yeah, she's probably bad right there. All right, so we will put the Teflon on there. Stand by. Okay, so a little Teflon goes a long way. Sealed it up, and we're good to go to the next hole. All right. Leaks. Stand by. Pull down, here we are, and this is what I'm talking about. We try to drain the sleeves. This way the gas will flow real nice, and this is what we do here. Once we start getting the nitrogen coming out, spewing out through here, that means enough oil has been drained out of it for it to have a good flow. Alrighty. We're gonna do that to both of the joints, all the joints at any hole, we drain them. Then we write down when and how. Like that. Okay. Man, this one's really nice. She hasn't been drained since that long ago. There it is. Vicious cycle. All right, stand by. And she's still leaking. I mean, leaking, draining.
You got this? I'm gonna write down the.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, stand by. As you can listen, the nitrogen is coming through. Now we're getting a better flow. As the nitrogen pushes out the oil, now we got better flow through the joint. Open up a little bit more. There you go. Stand by. This one, man, she is really pouring out here. All right, go for it. All right, joint number 2 to drain the oil. All right, step. Keep spraying a little bit more. All right, here we go. Found a leaker. There she is.
Soapy
All
water.
right, soapy water does the trick all the time. Nothing on this side?
No, all good.
All right. So we're gonna show it up on our map, and we'll come back to it after we take out the circuit to start repairing some of these leaks. Backside, nothing. No. All right. Okay. It looks like they tried to put a patch before, but it didn't work. Yeah, sometimes it bolts it out, but that's where she's at. All right, right there. All right, let's drain it and then we'll tag it, and we'll come back later. All right, stand by.
These kids are
Time to drain it. Even though it's leaking gas, there's still oil in the joint, so that's what we're trying to do is now make a better path for that gas by draining it. We already filled up that other bucket, so start a new one. Alrighty. Stand by. So we're making up a new boss nut with the brass gasket there. So we can change this one out. It's not identified on the joint, so they could have the old rubber that's covering up half the holes, the 3 holes that's in there. So it's better to know than assume. All right, here we go. All good. All right, stand by.